Back now, we continue to follow breaking news. It is a move, folks, that could raise gas prices once again. OPEC has agreed to its deepest cuts in oil production since the start of the pandemic. President Biden, as you probably know, has been pressuring OPEC to keep production at current levels. But in a meeting earlier today, OPEC nations agreed to cut 2 million barrels a day. That is also equivalent to about 2% of the global demand. So the cut will curb supply in an already tight market, increasing the oil prices around the world. And obviously, John, this is sending a major message to President Biden. We know the Saudis control a lot of oil. They're very upset about Biden pushing this deal with Iran. And there's a message here, and it's going to impact us with our pocketbooks again.
Yes, when you go to Saudi Arabia, you touch the orb, Bianca, just like President Trump did. No, I'm kidding, of course. But seriously, this is, I think, a real rebuttal to President Biden. You think about that kind of awkward fist bump between MBS and President Biden. There's obviously not the same kind of respect with this administration and the previous administration, and that's why they're doing this. And maybe a signal, perhaps, too, that they would rather have Republicans in control of things. You know, we see the Biden administration playing footsie with the Iranians still, despite all of their provocations. Obviously, that's not something the Saudis like to see, and that may be part and parcel of this. But OPEC, the other thing, too, here, OPEC pulling the strings. This was not such an issue when the United States was, you know, a global, had our own energy supply and did not need to rely on foreign sources for oil.
A lot of things were an issue, and now that we have Biden, they are an issue, and this is definitely a message. It hurts the Democrats 34 days before those all-important midterms here, and Biden's policies are increasing inflation. They are, you know, hurting Americans. Our purchasing power has gone down. We're losing our 401ks, and OPEC, they're sending a message, and they didn't think they would cut production this much, and again, this is a major development here.
And when you look at President Biden's energy policy, and when you look at the relationship with Hunter Biden and Chinese energy companies and Ukrainian energy companies, this is why this investigation is so important. Did President Biden make some of these decisions because he is compromised either in China or in Ukraine? And
you were just in D.C. and you sat down with all the lawmakers who may be actually looking at this even closer. You know that they want to get some answers, and they've been stalled, whether it be financial documents that they haven't given over, or who's the big guy, who's the 10%. And again, the clock is ticking, I think, on how long Biden can kind of put this at bay.
Yes, that is a tease, a natural tease you rolled into there, Bianca. We'll have that coming up later this week, our interviews with James Comer and Chuck Grassley.
I'm really looking forward to that.